5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To shout, to praise God with us and enjoy a great message coming from our senior pastor, Dr. James B. Collins. Listen, we're located 394 Vance Avenue, downtown Memphis, Tennessee. And also, you're welcome to check us out on all social media platforms. Go to www.progressivemissionarybaptistchurch.com. Again, we welcome you once, we welcome you twice, we welcome you in the name of Jesus Christ. Turn one more time, if you're listening, come on. Everybody, come on, clap hands. God's something. Everybody ought to hold to his hand. Put a smile on your face. God's a change. You ought to feel the hope of the
we thank you for our pastor, oh God. Now, oh God, we pray that this service will be lifted up. Let no flesh glory in your sight, oh God, but let everything be done here today in honor of you. Yes. We thank you. Bless these that are your people. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Children, if you need a son, I'm here. Amen. I'm already potty trained. Amen. So you don't have to go through that trouble. But we do thank God for each of you. We want you to know that we love you and that we appreciate. Amen. We appreciate the mothers of this world. Amen. Amen. We're not. I don't have a Mother's Day message for those that know me. So you don't have to worry about that part. Amen. Amen. But we do have good news from the Word of God. Oh, yes. I simply just want to read one verse of this 46th Psalm. However, we're going to try to go as far as we can into it. Amen. It reads, God is our refuge and strength. Oh, yes. A very present help in trouble. Yes. Simply want to talk about God is. God is. I was thinking about this pandemic this morning. One of these days we'll speak of COVID-19 as history, saying that it was a tragic time. But when we speak about God, we always have to speak about Him in the present tense. Amen. And that's why I'm glad that these sons of Korah, who had been charged with writing hymns of praise to God, for them to sing in the sanctuary during worship. And it is even now this old song that gives us courage, gives us a reason to believe that trouble does not last always. Amen. The Lord never told us that trouble would not come. But you got to realize that in spite of the trouble, God is God in the midst of the trouble. He is our refuge. The place of safety, the place of security.
Yes, yes.
One that never leaves, that's always there. And some of us ought to thank him even because not only is he our refuge, but he's our strength.
Oh, yes, he is. Thank you.
He's the one that gives me courage to go on even though things may look like they won't get any better. But thank God I still have a hiding place in him. And what I love about him, Reverend Williams, is I don't have to wear a mask to be around him.
Come on, Doc.
Y'all ought to help me in here.
Yes, yes.
I don't have to wear a mask, and I don't have to worry about staying 6 feet away from him.
Preach, Collins.
Because of the fact that he's God. And because he's God, not only do I not have to worry about making him sick, because he's my healer.
Well.
He's my deliverer, and he is my strength. But most of all, a very present help in trouble.
Yes.
I'm sure many of us have seen things in life
Well.
that could have caused us to lose our mind. But we can now say like our foreparents did, that he woke me up right early this morning.
Yes.
I was clothed and in my right mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When I got up, I didn't try to use my house shoe for a hat. I thank him for that.
Yes.
Not only do I thank him for that, but I thank him for all the provisions that he's made for me in spite of the scarcity of things. So the psalmist goes on to remind us that as long as we know that God is our refuge and our strength, we have no reason to fear. Though the earth be removed and the mountains be carried away into the midst of the sea. You've got to remember God is. He's the one that's taking care of us in the midst of all the calamities of life, and not just the calamities that have been, but the calamities that are yet to come. For the psalmist, even though it seems like he's going into the extremity of things being at the worst, when he says, though the waters therefore roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. But he wants you to know that in the midst of all the trouble, there is a place of peace.
Yes.
For he lets us know there is a river, the streams thereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy places of the tabernacles of the Most High. And I've discovered you don't have to wait till Sunday to worship.
Come on, man.
But you can worship on Monday. You can worship on Tuesday. And then you don't have to wait till 11 o'clock. But any time, in any place, it can turn into a place of worship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of the greatest atmospheres that you can have, and that is to be in the environment of a holy God. And it's strange how he can transport us from this sin-cursed earth into the beauty of his presence by medium of prayer. For I agree with the songwriter when he says, I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in. And then a light from heaven filled my soul. It bathed my heart in love and wrote my name above. And just a little talk with Jesus will make it right.
Yes.
And for those of us that that know Jesus. Now is the time to demonstrate God's love.
Well,
Not our anger over the conditions, but the patience that we exemplify. Instead of making a noise that's against the regulations, we ought to be for deregulations.
Yes.
Because the sooner we obey, the sooner we can decrease the number of people that are becoming infected with the pandemic. For the greatest pandemic you can have is a pandemic of love.
Well,
Which means that if you love me, you'll stay 6 feet away from me. If you love me,
if you love
you won't cough on me. If you love me,
preach, Colin.
you won't leave bad hygiene behind you, but you'll clean up. For you got to remember that God is our refuge,
Yes.
which means that the government might not can help you, but God can.
Yes.
Even though our communities have been raped of health care, God is still able to keep. For the record is that God is in the midst of those that he loves. And she shall not be moved. God shall help her. And that right early. And we as God's people know that we did not come this far on our own. But we come thus far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in his holy word, knowing that he has never failed us yet.
Yes.
So the record is in verse 6 that the heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. And every now and then you need a safe hiding place. Just as the man in the book of Amos in chapter 5 ran from a lion. And in the midst of running from a lion, he ran into a bear. There are some things that we can't do ourselves.
yes, sir.
And God reserves the right of being the one to bless and take care of his people. I'm so glad that when I pray, I'm not praying to a man,
Well,
but I'm praying to the Creator of heaven and earth. And he's allowed me to get so close to him
well,
that I don't say our God, but I can say our Father. And somebody ought to thank God today that God is your Father. He is the Lord of hosts. And God is with us. Psalmist invites us to come behold the works of the Lord. What desolations he has made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease
yes.
unto the end of the earth. He tears up the weapons of the enemy,
Yes, sir.
and he burneth up their chariots with fire. And I can pause long enough to tell you,
Tell us, preacher.
be not dismayed,
Well,
whatever betide. God will take care of you. Beneath his wings of love abide. God will take care of you. For where there be kingdoms, those kingdoms will cease. Where there be war, one day there will be peace. Where there's trouble, sooner or later, it's going to come to an end. All sickness has to leave his presence. Because God is God. And you need to recognize him as God. I'm so glad that I've got a song. It might not be God is, but I can sing what a friend we have in Jesus. All of our sins and grief to bear. What a privilege it is to carry everything to God in prayer. The other Sunday, I got up with a question. Lord, how long is this gonna go on? But the Lord told me, don't worry, your job is not to get rid of it. Your job is not to write prescriptions. Your job is not to determine when I'm gonna move. But your job is to be still and know that I am God. Don't you see? You need to recognize who God is. You need to recognize that God is our strength. God is our refuge. He's our help in the time of trouble. He is God. And He exalted above among the heathen. I would be exalted in all the earth. And I'm so glad that we almost at the point where everybody has to recognize God. For the record is that every knee shall bow. Must confess that He is God. But not only He is God in the building, He proved that He is God. One Friday on the hill called Calvary, when the whole world was in trouble, He came down, falling 2 generations, got off of the train of life in the city of Bethlehem, walked this earth 33 long years, but to prove He's God, one Friday He went to a hill called Calvary, and the last testimony concerning His being came from a centurion that said, surely, surely, He's the Son of God, because He died, and when He died, it wasn't a regular death. The world got an upset stomach and began to reel and rock. He died. The creation got upset. The sun went down in sackcloth. The moon dripped in blood. The church got happy. Because the veil in the temple was rent from the top to the bottom. Which means every man can come for himself. I wish y'all would pray with me and hear. I heard that He died. So the grave got mad. He looks up the saints of old ages. The dead got up and walked the streets of Jerusalem. He died. I said He died. And when He died, He broke up hell's body. When He died, He broke up the grave party. All early, right early. He don't take all that. But when the Lord has done for you what he's done for me, you'll say,
He's bigger than my mountain, bigger than my valley, bigger than my problem, bigger than my pain. My God is faithful. He's bigger than my mountain, bigger than my mountain. Tell me, bigger than my valley, bigger than my problem, my God, my pain, my pain. My God.
Our pastor had a dynamite message for us today. We thank God for him. You can count on God because he's faithful. God is faithful. How many of y'all believe that today? You got to believe it in your mind, believe it in your heart until you get a chance to see him come through. God is faithful. Thank you all so much today for another worship experience here at the Progressive Missionary Baptist Church. We thank God for you joining with us today. We hope and pray that this message from our pastor, Dr. James B. Collins, has been as inspiring to you as it has been to us here today. It's so inspiring that it feels like this sanctuary is full, but it is full with the Spirit of God. We just want to say thank you, America, thank you, world, for joining in with us today, because we serve a worthy God. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers from the Progressive Missionary Baptist Church. We want you to know that we too have a lot to be thankful for. And we are thankful today for the mothers that are here, the mothers that have come and gone, and the mothers that are on the way. God, we thank you today for this observance of Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, mothers. Our prayer line is open. You can call 527-7738 and leave your prayer requests. And we'll pray with you. And we'll pray for you. You also can go to our website at progressivembchurch.com. Go there, leave your prayer requests there. We will get them and we will make sure that we honor them. Also, you can go to Facebook at Facebook Progressive MB Church and get this message or listen to this message anytime. Or you can go to YouTube. And when you go to YouTube, pull up Progressive Missionary Baptist Church. And you can pull these various sermons up right on YouTube. Now, if you want to participate in giving, you can do that as well. We need your support. We need Progressive to continue to do what they're doing each and every Sunday with their tithes and offerings. There are several ways that you can do it, even from the very presence of your home. You can send it Cash App. You can Cash App it at $PMBC 1918. That's $PMBC 1918. That will send it directly to our checking account. Or you can send it Givelify. Givelify, Progressive Missionary Baptist Church, 394 Vance Avenue. There's a lot of Progressive Missionary Baptist churches, but there's only one at 394 Vance Avenue. Right. Or you can send it to our P.O. Box, P.O. Box 196, Memphis, Tennessee, 38101. Or you can come by our church at 394 Vance Avenue and drop it off. Someone is always here in our office Monday through Friday. Or you can be so kind as to leave it in our mailbox, because we check it every hour through the week. So participate with us. Support us. We need your support. When our doors reopen, we want to have our sanctuary in tip-top shape. We want to have it completely sanitized and ready to receive you. Please support this ministry that we might be ready to take God's message to the next level. That's what 2020 is all about. Preparing yourself to move to the next level. As we leave you today, we want to let this be our anthem to you. Each and every Sunday, we want you to know that help is on the way. So stay with us. And remember this, we'll be back next week at the same time at 10 a.m. Facebook Live. God bless you.
We've been dying to take the day.